spent so long surviving, I forgot to ask who I am when I'm not hurting. I don't wake up fighting anymore, but I don't wake up certain. When pain leaves the room, it leaves questions burning. I knew who I was when I was breaking apart, but now that I'm breathing, who am I really at heart? I built my identity on endurance and scars, on being the one who survived the dark. People knew me as strong, as the one who never quit. But what happens with strength is no longer my only fit. I don't know what I like when fear's not in control. I don't know my pace when I'm not running from ghosts. I don't know my voice without the tremble inside. I'm learning myself without the need to hide. I'm standing in space that pain used to fill. It's quiet, and that scares me still. Who am I without the pain? Without the weight, without the chains. I'm still here, still trying to explain. Who am I without the pain? I used to make decisions based on what would hurt. Now I'm learning to choose what actually works. I'm learning desire without desperation attached. Learning to want things, not just because of my past. I used to confuse chaos with being alive. Peace felt boring, like something was wrong inside. Now I'm retraining my system to trust the calm, teaching my heart that silence isn't harm. Some days I miss the intensity, as messed up as it sounds. Pain was loud, it kept me grounded somehow. Now healing is subtle, it doesn't demand attention. It just asks consistency, patience, intention. Who am I without the pain? When survival's not my name, I'm still here, still rearranged. Learning life without the pain. I'm learning my humor without self-deprecation. Learning confidence without constant explanation. Learning I don't need tragedy to sound deep. I can speak from peace and still mean what I speak. I'm learning my boundaries without anger or fear. Learning to say this matters and this ends here. Learning I don't need to bleed to be believed. Learning presence is stronger than urgency. I'm asking new questions. What makes me feel light? What kind of mornings do I want in my life? What music fits me when I'm not trying to cope? What does my future sound like when it includes hope? Nobody tells you this part. Healing gives you your life back, but it doesn't hand you instructions. I grieve the version of me that only knew pain. They were brave, they carried me through rain, but I don't need to live there to honor that fight. I can move forward and still respect that night. I'm learning guilt comes with getting better, like I owe my suffering to something or someone forever. But pain isn't a contract, I'm allowed to grow. I don't need to stay broken to prove what I know. I'm learning to hold joy without waiting for it to leave. Learning good moments don't require disbelief. I don't have to scan the horizon for disaster every time. I can let good exist without calling it a lie. Who am I without the pain? Still healing, still sane. I'm not lost, just rearranged. Finding me without the pain. I notice things now. The way my breath slows, the way music feels different when my chest isn't closed. I notice my posture, not always defensive. I notice my thoughts aren't always offensive. I'm learning confidence. It's quiet, not loud. It's knowing who I am, even alone in a crowd. It's not needing to explain why I change my pace. It's choosing peace, even when chaos feels safe. I'm learning to dream without escape attached. Not get me out, but build something that lasts. I don't need to out my life, I wanna live it. Even if it's simple, even if it's vivid. I'm learning identity isn't one clear line. It's layers, revisions, a moment at a time. I'm not defined by trauma, but I don't erase it. It shaped how I see, it doesn't own my placement. You don't lose depth when you heal. You gain choice. Some days I still feel lost, and that's okay. Growth doesn't mean certainty every day. It means I don't panic. When answers take time, it means I trust myself enough to be undefined. I don't need a label yet, I don't need a name. I'm allowed to exist in a space between change. I'm not empty without pain, I'm open. And that might be the bravest thing I've chosen. Without the pain, still learning, still in change. Still breathing, still sustained. knowing who you are. Now that you're here, that means you live long enough to ask the right question.
The night tried to keep me. The whispers stay. But morning kept asking the same quiet question. Are you still here? The night didn't win, it almost did. I won't lie to you, I was close to the edge of my lid. I carried thoughts like glass in my chest. Every breath felt sharp. I smiled in public, collapsed in the dark. I mistook silence for peace, isolation for strength. I thought if nobody saw me, I could outrun the weight. But pain doesn't disappear when unseen, it just learns to wait. It sat with me patiently till I slowed my pace. I learned the night is persuasive. It sounds like truth when you're tired. It tells you you're finished, expired, uninspired. But lies get louder when the body is weak. So I learned to rest first before believing what I think. I didn't conquer the dark, I outlasted it.
The night didn't win. I'm still breathing in, still standing within. The night didn't win.
There were hours I negotiated with sleep, just one more breath, counting seconds like deaths, afraid of what's next. I scrolled past other people's lives, all highlights, no scars. Wonder why surviving never looked like success on the charts. I blame myself for being heavy, for not healing fast, as if pain had a deadline, as if trauma expires with time passed. I learned comparison poisons recovery, turns progress into shame. So I stopped asking why me and started asking what now. Instead, I learned my nervous system wasn't broken, just trained, conditioned by chaos, expecting the rain. So every calm felt suspicious, every joy felt brief. I learned how to stay present without bracing for grief.
The night didn't win, even when it got in. I bent, I didn't end. The night didn't win.
I remember mornings where life felt offensive, where hope sounded naive, almost expensive. I held coffee like an anchor, tried to feel the floor, reminded myself gently, I've survived this before. I learned to create rituals, small repeatable things. Open the window, let the air remind me I breathe. I learned music can hold you when words fall apart. I learned movement, return ownership back to the heart. I learned not every thought deserves a response. Some pass like weather, some knock but don't belong. I learned to say this is anxiety instead of this is me. That distance alone gave me room to breathe. I learned healing isn't pretty, it's awkward, it's slow, it's relapses in mindset. Even when growth shows, it's days you function but feel hollow inside, and choosing not to judge yourself for being alive. If you're listening at night with the screen turned low, if your thoughts feel louder than they're supposed to go, you're not failing. You're human in the dark, and the dark has never been the end of the story. I learned to forgive my body for how it kept the score, for the tension, the shaking, the fear stored in the core. It was trying to protect me with outdated alarms, so I thanked it for surviving even when it caused harm. I learned to let go of the version of me that never needed help. The image was heavy and not even myself. I learned strength includes reaching out, even if your voice shakes, even if all you can say is I'm not okay. I learned love doesn't always arrive as rescue or fire. Sometimes it's consistency, sometimes it's quieter, it's staying when boredom hits. When nothing feels new, it's choosing to live without proof. You'll feel better soon.
The night didn't win. I'm still waking a day, still choosing to mend. The night didn't win.
I look back now, not with pride but respect, for the version of me that didn't quit yet. They didn't have answers, didn't have a plan, they just kept breathing minute by minute, hand to hand. I learned survival isn't dramatic, it's subtle, unseen. It's drinking water, it's choosing to clean, it's saying tomorrow when today feels heavy. It's not believing every thought when your mind isn't and steady. I learned hope isn't loud, it doesn't promise relief, it just says stay. And sometimes that's belief, it shows up as habits, as boundaries, as sleep, as choosing not to self-destruct when spirals get deep. If you're still here after everything, that's not luck, that's skill. You adapted, you endured, you bent your will. But don't owe anyone a reason for surviving. Existing is enough, breathing is defiant.
Even if the light is thin, the night didn't win. The night didn't win. I'm still breathing in. Yeah, the clock stood still. I'm not sure I'm seeing, but I'm sure I begin. The night didn't win.
You know your breakthrough. It's not loud anymore. The pain didn't disappear. It just stopped screaming. And for the first time, that feels like mercy. I woke up without panic in my chest. Didn't mean I was okay, just meant I got some rest. No racing thoughts, fighting for control. Just a quiet moment where I felt my soul. I stared at the ceiling, didn't beg for the day to end. Didn't ask the dark to take me in. Sunlight crept in slow, didn't hurt my eyes. For once the morning didn't feel like a lie. I used to measure days by how much pain I could hide. Now I measure them by how honest I survive. I'm not chasing happiness, I'm chasing stable ground. A place where my breath doesn't feel like a countdown.
I don't feel strong, but I feel real, and that's a start. I'm learning how to live again, one breath at a time, still breathing and learning how to live again.
I'm learning my body isn't my enemy. It just learned danger before it learned safety. So when my heart races, I don't panic or flee. I put a hand on my chest and say, you're with me. I'm learning not every thought is a prophecy. Some are just echoes from old memories. I don't need to answer them, I don't need to explain. I can let them pass like distant rain. I stopped apologizing for needing space. Stop forcing smiles onto my face. Some days my best is just staying alive, and that's not failure, that's how people survive.
I'm learning how to live again, through doubt, through time, still breathing. I'm learning how to live again.
I'm relearning routine, small acts of care. Drinking water slowly, feeling the air, opening windows, letting light touch the floor, teaching my nervous system we're not at war. I'm learning joy doesn't arrive with fireworks or sound. Sometimes it's just not breaking down. Sometimes it's laughing and feeling surprised. Sometimes it's crying and not asking why. I'm learning rest isn't giving up, it's how you refill an empty cup. I don't need to earn peace by suffering more. I suffered enough, I don't need a score. If you're listening right now and thinking, is this all there is? I promise you, this quiet is a foundation, not an ending. I'm learning to forgive the years I lost to fear. They weren't wasted, they kept me here. I was surviving with tools I had at the time. I didn't fail, I adapted to survive. I'm learning my timeline doesn't need defense. Hearing doesn't follow common sense. Some wounds close
still have moments where fear knocks louder. Still have days where I disappear in crowds. Still feel fragile when the world moves fast. But now I know fragility isn't weakness, it's contrast. I'm learning to sit with uncomfortable truth. That healing doesn't mean I won't feel blue. It means I won't abandon myself when I do. It means I stay present no matter the mood. I'm learning hope doesn't demand belief. It just asks me not to leave. It doesn't promise joy, it doesn't guarantee life. It just says, stay another night. I don't need to fix my whole life today. I just need to not self-destruct in familiar ways. I just need to breathe, drink water, feel my feet. I just need to remember I deserve sleep.
Stay with the moment, let it be slow. You don't need answers to continue to grow.
I'm learning love can start internally. Not grand, not loud, just consistency. Showing up for myself, even when I don't care. Especially when I don't care. I'm learning identity is allowed to change. I'm not who trauma named. I'm not my worst days. I'm not the thoughts that tried to erase me. I'm the one who stayed when staying was heavy.
I'm learning how to live again with scars, with time still breathing. I'm learning how to live again. Not perfect, strong, but I rose and I am. I'm still learning how to live again.
If today all you did was survive quietly, I'm proud of you. It's our lives. All we do